Yo, what is up? Welcome into the show. Already know what it is. It's Sentell's Intel, the hottest sports podcast in the South. Best damn sports podcast, period. On a rare Friday edition. It has been a crazy day, but I'm here for you people. We're going to talk NFL, those two big matchups in college football this weekend. And, we got a little bit of news before I came on to the podcast. We'll talk about that. And I got a sucker of the week. So, just sit right there and enjoy yourself. And you can see I am not alone, as you can see. I'm joined by my main man, Chicago, one of Greenwood finest. Wentz Woods is in the building. What's going on, sir?
Oh man, living life. Learning to deal with losses.
Yo, so Virginia Tech fan, Tennessee Titan fan.
We do have a winning record right now. Virginia Tech.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It's not, the wins are not pretty, but hey.
Hey, win's a win. A win's a win is a win, man. Welcome into the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, we're gonna get into this thing. It's a rare Friday edition, like I said.
Yeah.
I hardly ever do a Friday show, but I had to do one because I haven't done like a midweek show. I always get my Mondays in. Mondays are great, but I need to get my midweeks in because I like to get my Sentell sucker of the week on. I like to do those things, and right before we came on air, there was some news that broke in the NFL.
Oh man.
Antonio Brown has been released by the Patriots, and I had another sucker of the week. He was not even my original sucker of the week, so I'm gonna have to give you two suckers of the week because he got to be on this. So let's get to it. Sentell sucker of the week.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Yeah. I mean, come on. Antonio Brown. For real. Now, I don't know why the Patriots cut him. Maybe it's amid the allegations. I don't know if he missed a team practice or what happened. I really can't explain that part. But what I do know is that when you throw away $50 million, you got to be on Sentell Sucker of the Week. Because I remind you, he signs with the Raiders, $30 million guaranteed up front, and he would have made $50 million over the next 3 seasons. So if he had just went to Oakland, shut his mouth, did his thing, he made $50 million. Okay, so he acts a donkey, gets kicked, basically gets fired from Oakland, signs with the greatest organization in professional sports right now. And they gave him they're going to give him $8 million up front. Most people thought he would have never got a dime of any money after he got released from the Raiders the way he acted. And now he's been cut again. So when you throw away $50 million of American money, you have to be on this. You have to be a sucker of the week. There's no way around it. I told you a couple weeks ago, you was on here together. I said we could do a whole hour of Antonio Brown saga. Because at that time, it was just the most craziest, bizarre thing I've ever seen before. And he doesn't disappoint. So, thoughts on Antonio Brown right now?
Y'all like the blonde mustache, crazy looking dread mohawk thing. I don't know what the hell. Get your pictures, your cameras ready and all that, because this is probably gonna be. He better hope his social media, his brand that he's trying to create. He better hope like he pulls something. I'm thinking there's too much got too much going on. I think it just, all you had to do sit.
And then the thing about Oakland, they was letting him do whatever he wanted to do. They was letting him get leeway. They was giving him they was bending over backwards to kiss his ass, and I mean, it still wasn't enough. Now, if that was a move to get to New England, and ultimately, if that was the move, and it was brilliant if that was the move, but you've been cut, so that move has not worked out for you. Now you're unemployed. You got a sexual allegation hanging over your head. I don't think no one's gonna touch him. I think he's untouchable at this very. I think he's untouchable at this very moment.
Be honest with you, Kaepernick was saying before.
Oh my God, we know that ain't happening.
Exactly.
We know that ain't happening.
Well, I don't know. That's a slight possibility.
Case.
I mean, it's when I say slight, it's like 2.2% chance of him getting signed. There's that slight possibility. 9 times out of 10, Cap's career probably over with. I mean, things looking. But hell, who knows? I mean, they're known for just, hey, you ain't played in 3 years, but hey, we got to try out for you.
Yeah, okay.
Come on out here, boy.
All right, they'll have did. So Antonio Brown definitely had. I mean, he had to be on the suck of the week. But my main suck of the week.
I want to say this one.
Get into this thing. I'm gonna tell you something. I tell you about this idiot all the time. I call him an idiot. I mean what the hell I say when I call him an idiot. I tell you people all the time, people who out there who watch Paul Feinbaum. If you sit there and you watch Paul Feinbaum act like I swear to God, I don't think this guy has a journalism degree. I don't really believe it. I don't believe he has one. He just gets on TV to say stuff to get clicks and likes, and you people eat that garbage up because he doesn't know a damn thing about football. He went to the University of Tennessee, but now he sleeps with Nick Saban. He all up in Alabama ass every damn year. It doesn't matter how bad they get beat. He's gonna pick them every game. It doesn't matter even when you know they're not gonna win. He's still gonna pick them. He drives me insane. But he's just an idiot. But what he said this past week really got me going. Yo, he got me going. Got me chaps my ass. Goes on TV and talks about Cam Newton, and I'm about sick of these people. He ain't the only one, but I'm gonna get him because he has made this mistake as have so many other people in his position, so many other fans I heard this same stupid rhetoric from. It gets on my freaking nerves. Now, I don't care about the outfits that Cam Newton wears. I don't particularly like none of them. I don't.
I agree.
I don't care for none of them.
I definitely second that.
I don't care for none of them, but when you wear these types of things, there's some kind of stigma that comes along with this that means that something about you, your characteristics, because you dress this way. So it leads you to say shit like Cam Newton doesn't care about his teammates. It leads you to believe that Cam Newton is not a leader or Cam Newton is selfish. How do you get that from what clothes that he has on that you can find this information? When you can clearly go look up the thing that Cam Newton has done. Now, I don't, football wise, he struggles a little bit. That's fine, whatever. But I'm not attacking his character. You come out and say he has dragged the franchise down. A franchise that had you mean the franchise that had Ray Caruth? You mean that franchise? That franchise that had Ray Caruth, who killed this girlfriend and who was pregnant at the time with his son? That franchise?
Greg Hardy.
That franchise that had Greg Hardy.
Yeah.
Cam, let me tell you something about Cam Newton. And you can look this up if you want to. This man has donated countless monies, his time. He has popped up unannounced at school. I've seen this man feed the homeless at Thanksgiving. Now, where were you at, Paul Feinbaum, on Thanksgiving? Were you at a homeless shelter feeding homeless people? Were you feeding less fortunate people on Thanksgiving? Where were you at? I don't get it, and it makes me. I don't understand how we get if you dress. Because even I heard some fans on some local radio things saying that Cam only cares about himself. Why do you think? Because he wears a flashy outfit. So you only can care about people if you wear just a regular blazer to your press conference. So you only can care about people if you dress a certain way or you look a certain way. Because that's what it comes down to. You look at him and assume that just because he wears these flashy outfits, he only cares about himself. This is what you ain't never spent the day with Cam Newton in your life. Not one have you ever sat down with this man face to face. but you took it upon yourself to say he doesn't care about his teammates. He only cares about himself. Based on what? Because he dresses flashy. I am sick of you people. I don't understand how. Like I said, I don't understand. It's him and another set of group of people. Why do they? I can't believe they have journalism degrees. This is not what journalism is actually about. It's about reporting on facts and stuff that you actually know. Not going out trying to get clicks and likes and hot takes. Because this is a hot take. And he wasn't the only one who spewed this garbage all over networks. And I've heard this on radio stations from fans. And it makes me sick. So I just want to tell you to all you fans and Paul Farnbaum to shut the hell up. Because you don't know what you're talking about. You can simply Google Cam Newton and what he does in that Charlotte community. I've seen it, and I'm not even a Charlotte Panthers fan. I've just seen it in hearing and passing. I saw the thing for Thanksgiving last year. I saw Cam Newton in a kitchen, basically a soup kitchen, feeding less fortunate people. I've seen that with my own eyes. But you, because he wears this ridiculous outfit, want to say he's selfish. Want to say he's about himself. Doesn't care about his teammates. And that is driving me insane. I can't even take it no more. Get people like Paul Feinbaum off the TV, please. He's not a journalist. He's only seeking your likes and hot takes. That's the only thing he's seeking, because that's not journalism. And then all the while he's criticizing Cam, he's trying to build up Eli Manning. In this same little scenario, in the same sequence, he was tearing down Cam and saying he ruined his franchise, but saying Eli was as a class act. Based on what? Because his last name Eli Manning? Because he's a Manning? Based on what? They've been terrible the last 5, 6 years, 7 years.
How many playoffs?
I mean, for real. Like what? One? I mean, other than 2 Super Bowl runs. So I'm not knocking the 2 Super Bowl runs. I'm just making a point.
Me personally, it's probably the 2 luckiest Super Bowl runs. Let's face it. That first year, a team that can sit there and get that much pressure on Brady, just with only 4 down linemen, no blitz and no nothing. I mean, somebody team that probably one of the greatest offenses of all time. I mean, hey, Graham, Justin Tucker, OC. Like,
yeah, I mean, I ain't, and I'm not pooping here. I'm just the point I'm making is stop. Why you felt the need to go attack Cam, but then try to praise Eli Saints? I wonder why that is. I wonder why that is. I'm curious, Paul Feinbaum, because I know Cam been to the Super Bowl more recently. That was 2015. He took us to the Super Bowl. I'm trying to figure out how a man been in the playoffs since this 2011 season when he won Super Bowl. I'm trying to figure out how he ain't dragging the franchise down with Cam Newton. I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe you can explain it to me.
Top 3 and like what interceptions past what 4-5 years.
He done led the league in interceptions 3 times. So I mean, it's not an Eli Manning thing. It just it just eggs me. So Antonio Brown, Paul Feinbaum, y'all gotta be on it. Y'all up this week. Y'all up this week.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Yeah, you guys, I mean, it's unbelievable to me. It's unbelievable to me. People like Paul Feinbaum has a TV show. It's amazing to me. I mean, they absolutely know nothing about sports. They wouldn't know a guard from a tackle. And I mean, they wouldn't know a Mike linebacker from a wheel linebacker. But it just, they keep getting this platform to come on here and talk crazy. While I'm sure there are more deserving people who actually have cut their teeth and paid their dues in the journalism profession and doing the right way and doing the right thing. But you let this idiot just say anything he wants to say without regard. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I refuse. You know, I'm not gonna let him ruin my damn Friday. Paul freaking idiot Firebomb. What an idiot. Anyway, moving along into the program, we got some big matchups in the college football weekend. We got some big matchups. Wisconsin and Michigan gonna play at high noon, just like the good Lord meant it to be in the Big Ten. A noon showdown between two rugged Midwestern teams. This is gonna be a slobber knocker, like JR would say. You're talking about two just big, mammoth football teams. 3 yards of cloud of dust, and somebody's gonna be left standing in Camp Randall. Should be interesting. I mean, Michigan was off last week. They played Army the week before and struck. Both teams actually come off bye. So, thoughts on Michigan, Wisconsin, Michigan, and both teams haven't played any tough opponents. This will be their first test. So, what are you looking forward to Michigan?
I'm to the point where it was crazy. I think Michigan. Y'all been playing. There's no. Vince McMahon theme song says it best. There's no chance until they can win the. Never been a fan of Wisconsin. I don't care how good it can be, whatever. I'm just.
You picked them to win the Big Ten West, right? Yes.
I mean, it's like one of those things you had to do it. I mean, like seriously, like I mean, who else could have came?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. I picked Michigan to win the Big Ten.
Yeah.
And I've seen Ohio State for 3 weeks, and I already want to change my mind.
Exactly.
But hear me out.
There's somebody right now probably just loving every minute of this right now.
Hear me out. Hey, Ohio State look legit. I've watched them play twice. I don't ask me why, but I've watched Ohio State play twice in almost full games. I've watched them twice. I made it a point. Let me watch Ohio State just to see how good does they look dynamic offensively and defensively. Getting out there too. Chase Young is just as good as anybody I've seen in college football so far defensively. He can get in. This Michigan thing. If not now, when? And man, it's fifth year Harbaugh, man. I mean, second year Shea Patterson. I know they got a new offensive coordinator and everything, but at some point, is it gonna happen? Is it gonna work? Is it really gonna happen? I mean, they have had some success. They beat Wisconsin. If I'm not mistaken, in a close game, but obviously, when you play
the same defense.
I agree. That defense lost a lot. I think it started from defense last year. They're not the same, but I expect them to be better offensively, but not much of anything. Now, you play Army. It's always a tough test to play them defensively because you get them 1 week that triple option. It is tough. But I was more disappointed offensively. They couldn't move the ball against Army.
Exactly.
They couldn't move the ball because they had 7 points. I think I went through the third quarter. They only had 7. So I just don't know what I'm gonna get from Michigan tomorrow. I know I'm gonna get from Wisconsin. They're gonna run Jonathan Taylor, and you better be ready for it. Yeah. And Michigan probably have to load the box, but do you feel comfortable leaving your corners 1-on-1? Because Wisconsin actually has some decent outside players on the outside that you got to be worried about on the outside. If you think typically they only have one. You'd have one guy, maybe a tight end that you worried about, but they actually have 2 legit receivers on the outside this year. Do you feel comfortable going 1-on-1 with those guys on the outside? If you Michigan, I don't know. I don't know. Michigan, like I say, I saw them against Army. They didn't look too well, and I saw them the week before, and they didn't look that well. Wisconsin had looked great. They two games they played. Now they didn't play nobody. South Florida and Central Michigan, but they did what you're supposed to do to bad teams. They beat the brakes off both of them. And so I just don't know what to expect. I'm gonna pick Michigan to win the game, but I have zero faith in that pick. I wouldn't bet a damn nickel
I second it.
I wouldn't bet
I
wouldn't bet a nickel on Michigan winning that game tomorrow. I wouldn't bet nothing, and you would be. I would advise you people not to do the same in that regards. The other big game, of course, nightcap, 8:00, Athens, Georgia. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish, number 7 team in the country, rolls into Georgia, number 3 team in the country. Georgia has looked like a machine the first 3 weeks. Now, they haven't played anybody of note, but they've only given up 2 touchdowns in 3 games. That includes an SEC opponent in Vanderbilt, and then 2 struggles, Murray State and Arkansas State. But the point is they only gave up 2 touchdowns in 2 games. Notre Dame, first week they looked shaky. They had a bye the second week. Then they played last week. They did a little better things, but they didn't play anybody worth a note. But this is definitely bigger for Notre Dame than it is Georgia. This is another chance, another prove it to the country kind of type game where we belong on the field with these elite programs because they haven't shown well as of late. They haven't beaten anybody of they haven't been anybody of relevance for these big games. I mean, they now way back to the national championship game when they 2012 against Alabama, and then since then they've been getting beat. Ohio State, I think, in the Fiesta Bowl. Clemson drilled them last year, obviously, in the playoffs. So another chance for Notre Dame to prove they belong in the elite conversation. How do you see that playing out tomorrow?
I lost. I just say that me personally, I would just get in the conference and just battle it out, man. I mean, personally, other programs are pretty much like
they all ACC except football.
Football, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what's the hold up, man?
They make too much money.
That's true. I mean, I understand that, but I mean, you don't
have a real commissioner of the NCAA to make them say get in this league or else. Or the playoff committee coming out and saying, well, until you join a conference, we're never going to put you in the playoffs. That's not going to happen. So why would I join a conference? I'm making all this money on my own individual money. NBC's paying me with this big TV deal. Nobody's forcing me in. I don't have to play a championship game. Now I play devil's advocate with Notre Dame. They do play all 12 FBS opponents, so they don't play no FCS school the whole year. So I do give them credit for that. But why would I join?
I mean, I understand you made some good. I'm just, me personally, I feel like it helps out like teams like Georgia win this game, or Georgia end up being, I think that game, like, me personally, like, pretty much like they in the playoffs. Like, it makes me feel like they can win their conference. Thing like that. They got a little, believe that Alabama will probably come out with it. I think Georgia is probably the one that I really probably will get Alabama their money.
We had pretty sure. But we're gonna go back to the game first before we get further in there. But this is another chance for Notre Dame to make a statement, man. And guess what?
Yeah,
and y'all know I hate and detest everything Georgia. They got too many horses for Notre Dame. They just do. And Vegas agrees. Vegas is 14-point favorite. Georgia is a 14-point favorite. So that lets you know all you need to know, because the Vegas don't believe. I don't believe. Now, I would love to see them have a competitive game and make it great. It's a Saturday night. It's 8:00. It's CBS. All that what comes with that. Gary Danielson and my guy calling the game, but I just can't see it. I just don't. They don't have enough. I don't think they got the athletes to hang with Georgia, man. Georgia has been rolling people. This offensive line is massive. They running 5 running backs that you forget 2 or 3. They got about 5 of them guys running at you behind that big offensive line. So by the time the fourth quarter comes, they just wearing you down. They found a few receivers. They trying to find some receivers. That's the one spot Georgia's kind of they iffy. They got some talent there, but they don't know who the guys are because they haven't really played a lot. I just can't see Notre Dame keeping this thing close. I would love to be wrong. But if I don't want to be wrong, I don't.
You gotta worry about being wrong. I'll tell you that now. Definitely don't have to worry about that. I just don't see no chance for them. Like Georgia is like they playing like they on a mission right.
They are playing with a lot of fire, a lot of fervor in their being right now. So I see Georgia big against Notre Dame. Oh, okay, so. Welcome into the show, Sentell's Intel. You know who I am, aka Mr. No Days Off, aka the One Man Dynasty. I am joined by my man Wentz Woolridge. Just spent the first half hour of this show talking about Antonio Brown and his situation with the Patriots. I just don't know where to begin. I had a sucker of the week. We just discussed those 2 big games that are going to happen in the college football this weekend. Now we're going to take a little short break, and when we come back, we'll kind of go down the NFL schedule. Touch on some of those games that may catch your eyes and talk about some of the players that we've taken notice to in the first 2 weeks of the season, and we look forward to seeing this weekend. But be right back after this short break. Don't you people go anywhere. And yeah, we are back. Left off, man. We were talking a little bit college football, but we're gonna look down this NFL schedule. I know your Titans played last night. I win 7 points.
I think he participated in
7. I want to, I'm gonna ask. I know what you're gonna say, but I was gonna ask this. I was gonna have a poll question today because this makes me want to ask this question: Who's been more disappointing, Jameis or Mariota? I mean, both in their 5th season. I think both guys right now will be journeyman quarterbacks. They are not elite franchise quarterbacks. I think we have established that. So, I mean, I know you probably gonna lean more toward the guy you drafted as being more disappointed. So I'll ask you, who are you more disappointed in?
Actually, me personally, Jameis the one that I'm actually more disappointed in because he was the number 1. I mean, he was the guy. So I mean, probably been the most disappointing because I mean, we talking about. One thing I can say about Mariota, he has won a playoff game. I mean, that's. You would think, when I say that, you'd be like, what the? Really? Yeah, he did. He came back and beat Kansas City, people. But he's won a playoff game. He's had, I can say, he's took a little step forward. But he hasn't taken that elite step at all. Like, we talking about, not taking chances, not throwing the ball downfield, holding on the ball too long and everything like that. Just not. I mean, me personally, like options where I feel like you could have checked the ball down. Talking about easy. Yeah, me personally, Jameis is because we talking about
number 1 overall pick.
You've had Deshaun Jackson. You've had O.J. Howard. You had Mike Evans.
All these things are true.
you done had these guys, man. I think Vincent Jackson
Yeah, he did.
You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
That's
So,
correct.
I mean, it's like, dude, man, like, I don't feel like now Mariota has gotten his weapons around him now, but like, dude, like James, you came in like you had no problem, dude. You had everything set up for you to succeed, and you know, so you do all this talking and everything like that before the game, you know, ain't the W and crap, but it don't translate. Dude, you look like I'm not gonna call him a Jamarcus Russell, but like, damn, dude, like a number 1 draft pick, man.
Yeah, like I said, it would be Jamie because he was the number 1 overall pick, but both have been highly disappointing me.
Yeah.
I was extremely disappointed because this is the 5-year. It 5th year, you should know if your guy lead or not, and they're not elite. You're not gonna say, "Oh, this is top." Either one, top 10 quarterback. Neither one are a top 10 quarterback right now. Neither a top 10 quarterback. They're probably back half of the NFL in quarterbacks, and this should be in the league, and either has taken that step to be elite. And like I say, after you wonder what happens to both of them after this year, contract being up. What will these teams do? What will each team? I know Tampa's getting rid of James. That's happening. They're gonna start back over because that's a train wreck. I mean, do you want to stay with Mariota a little bit longer? That's possible. They probably stick, but it's gonna be a team friendly deal. He's not gonna money that he. These quarterback. If you reach free agency as a quarterback in the league, you're supposed to break the bank. This guy's not gonna break the bank. He's not gonna break the bank. And I think they would draft one in that draft too, just to give him some competition because it's not.
And plus, you still have Ryan Tannehill. Not saying, look, dude. I'm just saying, look. I'm just throwing quarterbacks out there, man. I'm just throwing it out there. We still have him for years, so kind of like, wow, yeah. But I'm guessing they have a plan set up, you know, bring him along.
Exit strategy,
you know.
But you're well aware, but for him to be successful, everything got to go right. Y'all defense, which is pretty good defense, and you have to have a running game that's really, really strong. And that's the thing about a quarterback like him. Everything had to be right for him to be successful.
Oh yeah, I totally agree. Especially like, you know, our offensive line have been a little dinged up. Taylor Lewan been suspended the first 4. That, you know, that alone right there was like that's our guy. You know? Fine, so that, you know, that hurts a little bit. And like I say, if he has to throw that ball more than 30 times, I mean, I say that all the time. Like, don't get me wrong, we have like, you know, the AJ Brown, the Corey Davis, Landon Walker, you know what I mean, Adam Humphrey, and we have those guys that can do their thing, but it's like Mariota, man. What's it gonna take, man? You know
because he's not elite. He's just a guy. At the end of the day, him and James are guys. That's that's the point I'm making. How disappointed they've been. Yeah. I mean, say 5th year, and we're just looking at they're just guys. James like the back half backs. Mariota probably in the middle of the pack somewhere before you get to him. It's just very disappointing in both of them guys. So if you're out there watching, you want to comment there. Who's been more disappointing to you, James or Mariota? Who's been more disappointing to you? And then we go from disappointment to let's go to some good quarterbacks. Hey, this is the year of the young African American quarterback, isn't it? Isn't this not the year of the African American quarterback?
Somewhat.
I mean, look at this renaissance. Look at this renaissance. African American quarterbacks right now. The Pat Mahomes of the world, Lamar Jackson, Deshaun Watson.
They half black.
He's black because he's dark skinned. He's black. So let's not even go there.
He's light skinned.
Who? Pat Mahomes is black.
He's somewhat black.
Pat Mahomes got a Jerry curl.
He had that Kaepernick going on.
You see how so they ask you a question. What happened to him getting blackballed in the NFL? What happened there?
Oh, it's definitely, you know, that little bit of blackness.
No, little bit. That black
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, you know, you know, their hair might curl up, but it don't nap up, dude.
Yeah,
you know
whatever.
That's when you know that true blackness is in, man.
Whatever. But I know they had an article, and I think it was SI, but it was like they framed it as the year of the black quarterback, and people came out and whatever. But I mean, I think it was something fair to say. I mean, yeah, I think so. I mean, look at the top quarterbacks right now. I mean, other than Tom and Aaron freaking Rodgers, you look at what's coming along the pipeline, man.
Deshaun Jackson, John.
Lamar, Deshaun, and Mahomes. I mean, you look at it, the guys are baller. Look at Dak Prescott up in Dallas, Kyler Murray.
Who surprised me?
Russell Wilson.
Oh, I can't stand him.
Hey, don't be the hater now.
I'm just saying.
You look at that group alone. That group alone. That's a nice group of top players.
You know, I gotta stop you there, man. You call me a hater. I'm not being a hater. I'm just saying. He look like a sucker trying to take care of somebody.
Hold on, first of all, we're not. First of all, we're not in tabloid journalism. We're not the Inquirer. We're not TMZ. We're not in the Smut Cafe.
E-News.
But I'm not gonna let you sit here and disrespect Russell for doing the right thing.
Hey, look, man.
I'm not gonna let you disrespect the man for doing the right thing.
At the same time, he's so-called doing what he's supposed to do. I'm not taking no.
No, that's what it sounds like you're doing.
But at the same time, that other man, you know what I'm saying? The
other man didn't get his life together because from what I hear, he got 8 baby mamas.
Man, so okay, you know what? Just because you know he want to sling a little meat here and there and everything like that. If you're taking care of them kids, that's all that matters.
That's fine, but I don't trust your decision making when you have 8 baby mamas. Your decision making is questionable at best.
Look,
at best.
Come on, you gonna sit here and tell me
at best
you see some
look,
smooth skin.
We're not, dude. You're a man. You're a man. I'm a man.
Exactly, man.
Me and him. I bet he's either the same age, or he may be a little younger than me. I got 1. Why he got 38? Why he got 8?
I don't, dude. Come on, man.
That's all I'm saying.
It happens to some people.
That's
man.
all I'm saying. Hey, we off the rails here, man. It's a Freaking Friday. It's a Friday show. So shit off the rails. But we talking about. I got on all black, by the way. We talking about those black quarterbacks, man. I like seeing that. I love seeing this renaissance of the black quarterback, man. I mean, this is. You got the reigning MVP who looked like an absolute stud. This kid is a stud. And then you got the guy we mentioned, aforementioned guy we just mentioned, Russell and Deshaun. But let's kind of start on these games. Kind of give you some, little tidbits on them. Bengals at Bills. Bills are 2-0. Josh Allen in the Buffalo Bills. Nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. They 2-0. Josh Allen after a good win against the Giants last week. Get the Bengals. Bengals are a mess. 49 put up 40 points against them last week. So we'll see how they bounce back against the Bills. Lions are at the Eagles. Eagles coming off a loss on Sunday night to the Falcons. Carson Wentz got banged up again, came back in, tried to lead a comeback, and fell a couple yards short. But the Lions are a mess. Jets at
Yeah, let's just go ahead and go past that one.
I don't know.
Just go past that one.
Well, obviously the big news: New England gets rid of Antonio Brown, but I think they'll be fine without him.
Oh yeah.
The Jets, Sam Darnold was supposed to play, had mono last week. I don't know what grown ass man get mononucleosis. I don't know who does that. I thought only college kids get mono, but apparently a grown ass man. Raiders at Vikings to be a good matchup. Vikings lost Packers last week. Raiders lost also, so it should be a matchup. Ravens at Chiefs. This is the one we can focus on just a little bit. The 2-0 Ravens against the 2-0 Chiefs. And who knew that a running back / receiver could be a good quarterback in the NFL? Who knew? Who knew it?
He definitely, I felt like Vic was the innovator, but this guy is like freaking. Man, it's unreal because we always talked about there would never be another Vic or that this style would just pretty much end with Cam Newton running the ball thing as a quarterback. But this guy, I'm like, dude, man, I'm like, sometimes I ain't gonna lie, he's so good at running that ball. I'll be like, man, somebody please knock the hell out of him. You know what I'm saying? Because he is just like he's literally running back playing quarterback, but he's actually doing a good damn job at it though. That defense is like, I mean, you know, Baltimore always, that's a must, and you know, Baltimore, that's always gonna have a defense there, but it just like them guys are just clicking like that. I gotta give Harbaugh his credit. He definitely, like, you know what I'm saying, from the transition from, you know, Flico and Flamingo, what his name is,
Flacco.
Yeah, him, and you know, to like, I gotta give him his credit for that one, man. He figured out the way to use them, and
well, I gotta give the credit to Lamar Jackson because he just told all the critics to shut the hell up. Play quarterback. He played quarterback his whole life, and he won a Heisman. He also went the next year at college and had a better year than he did. He won the Heisman, and he just improved when I did all season. Just improved his game. I mean, I never had any doubts about the guy at the quarterback position. You can see it in him. He's a playmaker. He throws the ball really well. He doesn't have this elongated throwing motion. He might not be as accurate. He won't be a 70% completion or 65, around that high number. But right now he's playing out of his mind, and the emergence of Hollywood Brown has really helped him because now you got somebody who can stretch the field.
Yeah,
he can work underneath with those tight end Hurst and the other second year tight end Andrews from Oklahoma. They got a nice little system going. Mark Ingram running the ball very well. Say even without Terrell Suggs, even without C.J. Mosley being gone, without Eric Weddle, Baltimore still plays really good defense. Like, how do they keep doing this? If you go to Baltimore, you're just gonna play defense. It's like in their DNA, they're gonna play good defense, but they're gonna play against a different animal. They're going up against a different animal this week. And I know with no Tyreek Hill out there, the cheetah or whatever they call Tyreek, but last week he found another playmaker. It was week 1, it was Sammy Watkins. Last week it's DeMarcus Robinson. I should have Florida about it. DeMarcus Robinson. He had a huge game. Then he got Mecole Hardman involved in the game last week. So this is, he still got Travis Kelce. So this is gonna be a fun matchup to see that Ravens defense try. I mean, try to keep Pat Mahomes from going just bananas, because he went bananas last week against the Raiders. I mean, this guy threw 4 TD passes in 1 quarter. I mean, in one quarter, he threw 4 TD passes in 1 quarter.
Shay Sharp was my homeboy, my homie. That dude, man, he's gonna do his thing. I honestly, and I like the Ravens defense, but I can't see them training. I think honestly, if them to win, it's gonna come down to. I think it's going to honestly come down to a.
Yeah, that's all way to win. And Lamar keep up? And I think the Chiefs defensively are a little bit better than last year, so I think they will be able to do enough. Chiefs going to win this game.
I think they're going to have a night. I've been waiting. You know how everybody. I'm not trying to go too far in the past, but you remember how the Wildcat was the first time they brought it out the Dolphins. It was the new thing. Nobody was prepared for it. The next following year, people were prepared for it, you know what I'm saying? On it. Not too many people are on Lamar Jackson now, but I'm kind of waiting on that moment where it's like, there's going to be that team that's going to really show the formula. Like, is it going to take 8 and about, 9 and about to contain him? Are y'all going to say, hell with it? You're going to have to play quarterback against us. We're going to see if you can really beat us. We're going to shut down the running game. We'll see if you can beat.
So far, so good. He has passed those tests. Now they played the School of Deaf and Blind the first week, Miami Dolphins, and what a disgrace! What a disgrace! What an absolute joke of a football team right now.
Is it apology right now?
Nah, they just a joke. The freaking minor league, the expansion team, the expansion team. But I cannot wait to see Ravens and Chiefs. That is a 1:00 kick, so that'll be one of the first games of the day. So that'll be a fun game to watch. We also have Falcons at Colts. Falcons coming off a big win. Like Matt Ryan, I'm so sick. I'm so sick. I picked the Falcons to win the AFC South, and he tried his damnest to give that game away last week. I'm just like, bro, just stop. You're killing me. You're killing me, Matt Ryan. You're killing me. Colts are 1-1. Jacoby Brissett has done a good job filling in. And again, the Colts got something. They can run the football.
Oh yeah,
they still can run the football. They have a really good young defense. So the Colts they got some foundational pieces. Now Brissett, has just kind of managed the game and kind of play within himself. But Should be a good matchup there. Two dome teams. Broncos at Packers. I expect Aaron Rodgers to continue to be good. And that Packers defense is coming along. It's coming along really well. Y'all nice defense. And speaking of the aforementioned expansion Dolphins, here's the thing: they take on the Cowboys this week. That's not the story. You know what the story is? The story is that the Cowboys are a 23-point favorite over the NFL. I don't think I've ever seen that in my entire life. You was a man who was into gambling and those little things. Have you ever seen a team in the NFL be 23-point underdog? I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah, especially not with the Cowboys.
23-point underdogs. Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy. I've never seen a team that be a bigger underdog in my life. 23 points, dog. 23. You go NFL game 3-6-7, 3-6-7, 4, 2. I mean, 23. That's 3 touchdowns plus. That's insane. Take the Dolphins. They will cover. Josh Rosen started this week. I believe in you, Josh. You're gonna get your hair beat out you, but I believe in you. Really? Yeah, that's not a good week.
I'm about to believe in part.
I don't believe.
And I want to speaking to the mic, man.
I don't. I believe. I
don't believe.
I believe in Josh, but the team is a joke. They're gonna cover though. They're gonna cover 23 points.
What's the draft picks for the next draft?
Yes, they do. They just because they just made another trade. Giants at Buccaneers. The Daniel Jones era begins in New York. Eli Manning has been benched. They moving along, which I knew this would happen. I thought it'd be a little later.
Exactly.
But I did say on the show Monday that Daniel Jones would be starting rather sooner than later. And then the next day they announced that Daniel Jones would be the starter because Eli was done. Eli's cooked. Eli's done. The era is over with in New York.
Yeah, man.
And it's kind of because we watched Eli 2004. This is our I'm an adult at this point, so it's my whole adult that whole 2004 class, which I spoke about a little bit Monday. Big Ben, Eli, Philip.
Probably a great draft.
We've watched that whole group, so it is sad. It's our childhood and our adulthood kind of going away. It lets us know we're getting older.
What the heck?
We watched the whole guy's NFL career before our eyes, and he's going away. So Eli's done. So shout out to Eli Manning. Not the greatest, not the worst. 2-time Super Bowl champion. A Hall of Famer one day. Sure. At the Buccaneers, we mentioned James. The Buccaneers did win a game last week. They beat the Panthers. The Panthers are a freaking mess. We'll get to them. We'll get to them in just a second. Panthers at Cardinals. No Cam Newton. He's already been ruled out for the game.
Should have been playing in the first place.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who the starter is. Not Will Grill. He's not the starter. They named someone else. It's Luke Falk, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Luke Falk, ladies and gentlemen. Luke Falk. State. Yes, it's the starting coach. I think he's going to be the starter. I think.
He was with us.
I'm not sure. I know it went Will Grill, but Cam is out with a foot injury, so you don't have to. So you don't have to worry about him looking at his ridiculous outfit out of the game. They at the Cardinals. Kyler Murray. I told you I was down on Kyler Murray in the draft. I still don't believe in Kyler Murray for it being, a number one overall pick. With it, I expect him to be because I just think at some point his height it can't overcome it. But he's impressed me the first 2 weeks so far. Thoughts on Kyler? Have you seen any Kyler so far? Have you seen any Kyler?
I've seen the first week. First was being down. That second half was like, he showed he's already done showed that he's calm and composed under pressure. Week 1 already. So I'm impressed. I'm still the size. You're not playing in college no more. Pretty heavy and fast guy. Being 5'8", 100 pounds.
They at 205. That's a lie.
That's a big ass. When I seen him out there, I was like, did they really put a guy from Parks and Rec out there playing ball with them grown men? What the hell? he looked like that small out there. You know, it was a couple times where trying to attempt passes, and they were just like the guy would just bat him down. I was just like, oh man, just what we thought that was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So, he's been impressive. I think he's going to definitely have to step it up because I think he's going to realize that his speed, can only help him out so much. You know what I'm saying? You might be faster than some guys, but there was a 285-pound, 300-pound guy out there that's just as fast as you. Even probably even faster.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Mr. KDD. Lets me know. Reminded me that Luke Falk is starting for the Jets. Kyle Allen is starting for the Panthers. Kyle Allen, by way of Arkansas, is going to start for Atlanta Panthers. Yeah, my boy can't get a phone call, but I'm not going to talk about that. He says Minshew Mania because he's a Jacksonville Jaguar fan, by the way.
The first time being was like.
I don't know. I can't speak on that. I just know Minshew. He did play well last night. I thought y'all could have scored a few more points. I actually drove it kind of a few more times and didn't get no points out of it.
That's why, I couldn't understand. They gotta understand. We had so many f ups, not even funny. And plus, the way the refs, penalties already been. When Tom Brady, the cheated, I mean, I ain't mean to call,
Sure.
Yeah. When he tweets and says something about it, you know what I'm saying? It holds a little weight,
Oh man. Yeah. But those quarterbacks will be garbage. Yeah. Steelers at Niners. Picking another quarterback from 2004 class, Big Ben is out for the season. I think that should lead him to the nursing home. The retirement home as well, along with Eli. Man, I think both of them should go out at the same time. That would be kind of cool. At my 2-0 49ers. Hey, we are 2-0. We did lose Joe Staley at left tackle. He's gonna be out for at least 8 weeks. Oh, that's sad. After we had our best running performance in a long time. Jimmy did turn it over one time, but he threw 3 TD passes. We starting to come along real good. I told you defensively we would be a lot better. People just, hey, that's your team, okay? So I didn't go on, but I'm telling you, defensively, this roster looks really, really good. I'm interested to see him against Mason Rudolph gets his first start for the Steelers. Rock Hill, South Carolina product by way of Oklahoma State. I was a big Mason Rudolph fan in college, so it'd be good to see him. 49ers first home game, first 2 on the road.
I think Pawn Star Jimmy gonna have a decent game. I think first game home. I think he's gonna have a decent. I just think that Mason been in his first game this year. I expect 49 to do with any professional football, and that's bring the pressure all night. Give them hell. So, but I definitely see the 49ers be at the house, but to get a win.
Thank you. I appreciate the confidence for it. Young Sticks 187, Wisconsin versus everybody taking all bets all year long. Wisconsin on Wisconsin.
Wow.
They have looked good the first 2 weeks. Again, they played anybody, but they have looked great the first 2 weeks. We shall see tomorrow. They got a stiffer test tomorrow at home against Michigan. Go on and move along. Saints at Seahawks. Another quarterback, Hall of Fame quarterback out. Drew Brees is out now. Steps in Teddy Bridgewater at the Saints travel up to Seattle. The 2-0 Seahawks. Russell Wilson. I'm telling you, you can't bet against Russell Wilson. You just can't. I don't care what you give him. What you give, he makes something out of nothing. And Teddy Bridgewater going to this is a not a great place to make your first start of the season at up in the Seattle Seahawks. 12th man. Yeah.
I think with his experience, I think it's going to help the Saints out a bit. Yeah, I don't see. I be the Seahawks.
Drew Brees make this thing go. He's so good, man. He make that offense go, and not without a legit running game this year. We know Murray is not Ingram. Kamara's kind of started the season off slow, but Seattle is tough up there with Jadeveon now, Bobby Wagner, and they still got a really good defense, and it's just tough to get a win up there. Saints Saints, that'd be tough. If they could find some way to win this game, that would be a great win. But I'm with you. I think. Texans at Chargers. Phillip versus Deshaun. 2-1-1 ball teams. Chargers lost a heartbreaking game. Kicker missed 2 field goals. They drove it down in the red zone numerous times. Never could score, and ended ultimately losing like 13-10 to the Lions. Just a terrible loss. Texans got to find some kind of way. I keep saying, I keep beating this damn desk. You got to find a way to protect your quarterback. He gets hit way too much. He gets hit too many times. He just gets hit. It seems like every play he's picking himself up off the ground. I'm telling you, this is Andrew Luck 2.0. He's taking way too much hit, too much punishment. He got sacked 68 times last year. And off the bat, now he went out and picked up Larry Tunsil, who's a really good left tackle, but he's only one guy. The rest of the line stinks.
They let a bunch of guys leave. Jones. Pro Bowls. They let them go, and we snapped them up. So
they're struggling to protect them.
They're struggling.
And they haven't had a running game since he's been. Of course, they had the injury. Lamar is out for the season. They bring in Duke Johnson the offseason. Carlos Hyde actually has played well for them. I think he scored a touchdown last week. He's actually ran the ball really well for them the first 2 weeks of the season. They can keep that going, but they gotta find a way. I don't know if they got to cut down some of those deep throws or whatever and take shots later in the game because he gets hit. I'm watching Texans games and all I see is Deshaun Watson getting picked up off the ground. That's all I see.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a completion or incomplete pass. He's picking himself off the ground. And it's just ridiculous. It is just ridiculous. Chargers still no Melvin Gordon. No word on when if he's showing up for cap. Austin Eckler has filled in admirably so far. So
I've heard something like he's supposed to make
breaking news here to me.
Like who knows that I got a little I got sources here, man. I was the one that broke just off subject, but I was the one that broke the Harder Boys returning back to the WWE. I just want to throw it out there.
you want a JR in the NFL world. And a big game Sunday night. Big game Sunday night. 2 teams who have Super Bowl aspirations, who a lot of people are high on, me and myself included. Rams. The 2-0 Rams. Travis to the 1-1 Cleveland Browns. It's OBJ. It's Aaron Donald. It's Baker Mayfield. It's Aqib Talib. It's stars. Big news, injury front for the Browns. They just replaced their tight end David Njoku on the IR, which is a huge loss. I love that kid. He's a animal at tight end. That's a big loss for the Browns going into this game. But Browns and Rams. This star power on this field. I would be tuned into the.
I wonder how much the next wise have on it. Yeah, that's true. The only thing that worries me for the Browns is protecting Baker. That's the one thing that kind of like, if same time he has a thing with he has that Brett Favre gunslinger. That ball rip, sometimes it costs you, costs you. So that's one thing that worries me about, can he get that protection? Sell it in. The Rams have been looking.
About what we expected from them. That's a really talented roster.
Yeah.
I don't think Todd Gurley is all the way up to speed yet. Cooper Kupp is coming off the ACL. Is defensively, I think they are where they need to be at. Dante Fowler Jr. and Marcus Peters, and Aaron Donald is the best defensive player in the league. They got some dogs. And I think that offensively they can do some things. Of course, 3 receivers, Brandon Cooks, and They loaded off. They loaded. I didn't pick them to get back to the Super Bowl, but hey, it wouldn't surprise me at all if they got back to the Super Bowl. They're that talented, that good. I'm interested in the game. This is gonna be a good game because this is one of those games you can find what Baker's made of. We're gonna really find out because we know that Monday because we knew they're gonna beat the Jets. The Jets are terrible.
Exactly.
The last time you faced a good defense, Tennessee, they humbled him. So everybody can be humble, and sometimes you need to be humbled. Kind of bring you back down and let you shut the hell up and go out there and actually put the work in to be what you think you are. Mm-hmm. So I want to see Baker against this defense because this is a legit defense, and without Njoku, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. OBJ had a big game Monday night. Let's see what he do. They're gonna frustrate OBJ. They're gonna roll coverage to him, and they won't let him allow to get them easy throws. And we'll see about 34 quarters. He's still rah and he's still excited. Or he's gonna be throwing a fit on the sideline.
We're gonna see.
That's your NFL lineup for the weekend. Thank you for tuning in to the show. You already know what this is. Sentell, the best damn sports podcast. Period. I'm the one. Wesley Sentell. I am joined by the Wizard of Westwood, Greenwood's finest. Westwood is in the building. We talked a little college football earlier, talked a little Antonio Brown. I killed Paul Feinberg. I like to just murder him every time. I mean, like murder him vocally. I don't want to kill him. I want to verbally.
I think you deserve an SP for that moment.
Yeah, I just want to verbally kill him and let people know that is not journalism. That is garbage and purely crap. These guys spew out for you people to click on their little links, and hot takes is the thing without actually putting in the work to go look up stuff and do actual journalism, which is dead in this country apparently. But we're gonna get out of here, and hopefully Monday.
One quick question to you, man.
Go ahead.
I just want to get out because I haven't had a chance to get your opinion about this one thing, man.
Yes.
But I need the world to listen into this.
Yes.
The Fiend.
Love it.
Oh man, I am so. I was just like, if I ask him this question, I hope he did not hate this shit, man, because I am such a huge fan of The Fiend. Like, I haven't seen anything like this. I've seen kids that are scared of this shit.
I love it.
I do. The one thing that WWE is doing right is that's The Fiend. They are protecting him well. They know it's like they know when to put him in a certain spots. Like. It is working, man.
Love it. We watched it. I think it was the SummerSlam when he come out. Also,
the freakiest entrance I have seen in a long time, man. The
entrance was like
his head. He had his own head, man.
The entrance was like a 10++. Like it was A++ entrance. Me and my fiance were looking at each other like this is the greatest and craziest psycho thing at the same time.
Yeah,
like the greatest and like weirdest thing I've ever seen. But it was perfect. He pulled it off. Kudos to the WWE creative team and Bray Wyatt, because I'm like, how are they gonna reach? Because he had to get away from that original Bray Wyatt, because like you can't keep it going for so long. Yeah. So how do you go away from that, break that? I love it. It was perfect. And then Monday night, well, pay-per-view last week was perfect too. How it ended, him attacking Seth Rollins. So
yeah,
I love The Fiend. I love The Fiend. It's a great character. Yeah. I love everything about it. Sometimes WWE creative can be really good, and then a lot of times they can be really bad.
But it's like, okay, now you got this good thing going. Don't ruin it.
They'll mess it up.
I would go like a white older woman, you know. So I would send a pennant, angry letter to you, like don't fuck this up, man.
They'll fuck it up. They will find a way.
Exactly.
They will find a way to fuck it up. But want to thank everybody for tuning in. Want to thank everybody for the comments. Monday, you know what it is. Overreaction Monday. That means you got to come in here with all that hype from this NFL weekend, college football weekend. How sad you are, how happy you are, how good your team is, how bad they are. I'll have the phone available so we can take some phone calls Monday. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. You know how we do here on the Best Damn Sports Podcast. Period, man. We keep it 100. That's what the kids say. We keep it 100 on this show. So I want to thank my man Westwood for dropping by, coming in, dropping the knowledge. You know who I am, a.k.a. Mr. No Days Off, a.k.a. the One Man Dynasty, Wesley Sentell. I will see you Monday. I am out.
I got the horses in the flag. Horse stock is attached.